All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves. Let's do it.
Here we go, folks. 3 possible rounds in this light heavyweight main event. Aleksandar Rakić getting the respect from the odds makers. He is -280 as a favorite. Anthony the Lionheart Smith +240. He's been the underdog before and he's come through.
Ready.
Expects to do it again here tonight. Touch of the gloves were underway. Anthony Smith in the black, Aleksandar Rakić in the gray. Orthodox stance on each side. Not much time to measure the opponent with just 15 minutes to work. Couple of leg kicks from Rakić to open things up.
Both guys trading leg kicks. Ooh, nice body kick there from Rakić.
What away from Aleksandar Rakić to break in his new 6-fight UFC contract. First appearance of 2020. And proudly representing Serbia tonight. Born and raised in Austria, but says, I get support from Austria, but I'm treated like a king down in Serbia. Both his parents from Serbia.
How can you even talk when they're landing these leg kicks right now?
Just trying to get the particulars out of the way, my friend.
They are chopping each other down. Look at that. Oh, the bruising. These guys, I'm gonna bring them both ice after this fight.
Rakić dealt with some leg kicks in his last fight. They were trading back and forth, Volkan Oezdemir.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's going on right now, man. It's...
Another leg kick there from Rakić.
Anthony doing a good job so far, putting a poker face on. Neither one of them showing that they're...
Smith is down.
That's trouble.
Oh, he's in danger right now. Looked like his left leg buckled on him. Those can't feel good as Rakić hammers away to the body.
Yeah, that was just, I mean, that last one was brutal. See if Anthony can survive this and recover from that. I mean, this is his MO. This is what he does, but Rakić is a special type athlete, man.
Rakić being patient here, so too is Anthony Smith. How about this from Smith?
This is best case scenario that they end up grappling, right? And Anthony on the back, great job. This will give him time to let that leg rest a little bit, not take any more shots.
Oh, Rakić dumps him, nice job there. I mean, Smith is the decorated grappler. He's a black belt with 12 submissions. Rakić only has 1 win by submission, 9 by knockout.
And he's got to watch his neck right now, but I don't think that's what Rakić wants. I don't think he's really gonna go for broke on that guillotine attempt there. He's in the position, but he doesn't want that. He wants to get on top exactly like that.
Don't grab the fence.
Backs him up. But stays on the ground here. Didn't want to back up.
No, he doesn't mind being on the ground. He doesn't mind being on top position, landing ground and pound. He just doesn't want to play that jiu-jitsu game. Pull guard, God forbid, look for the neck. That's not his game plan. I'm not his coach, but just based on his fight history, this is much more where he wants to be. But then again, if I'm Anthony Smith, I'm welcoming this exchange right here. I'm welcoming a grappling exchange over being on our feet, letting my leg kind of take a break for a second.
Control the bicep as much as you can.
Well, Anthony Smith has been in deep waters many times before. When he was a middleweight, he tended to be a slow starter, but would turn it on late. Has shown all the toughness in the world in his UFC career. Has some 3rd-round finishes in some of those middleweight bouts. He's gotten the job done a little more quickly since moving up to the light heavyweight division.
Beautiful. 1 minute 20. Strike. Stop with the right hand.
Smith trying to wrap that right leg around. He's got the left foot on the hip. Oh, now he sweeps the left leg over.
Break that posture down.
As we hit the 1-minute mark here in the first of 3 rounds. Rakić escapes good head position from Rakić on top here.
Yeah, not doing too much with it, but obviously winning the round. Both guys trade it back and forth on the feet with those leg kicks. Ooh. But Anthony seems composed right now. I'm curious to see how he stands up after this round. Now, let's not forget that Rakic also ate a few of them, too.
Yeah.
Just nowhere near as hard as the ones that Anthony Smith ate. I don't see too much bruising on the calves of Rakic at this point either.
Nice. Big swing from the seat of his pants for Anthony Smith. But Rakic able to posture up. Oh, heavy right. So Smith survives the onslaught after that vicious leg kick that sat him down. Rakic, steady action here to the horn. 10 possible minutes max.
Yeah, so this
left
is
in this main event.
Huge rounds, right? They all count. There we go, right away. He gets right to that kick.
Oh, Smith closing the distance. Knee from Rakic. They work in the clinch, now back to the center. Body kick.
Yeah, I think Anthony wants to get this into a clinch position, grappling position. He wants to get,
oh, wow, right hand from Smith. And now goes into the clinch. Heavy connection there from Lionheart. Perhaps that's the one that gets him right back in the fight. Rakic sheds.
So strong, man.
I mean, it says that they're the same height, but Rakic seems
taller. Doesn't he?
Definitely taller at the ways of the stare downs.
Yep.
This is all he wants.
Oh, okay. So I'm being told one was wearing shoes and one was wearing the Paul Felder flip-flop style.
UFC slides, man.
Now we go. Right there.
So 1 minute in, Smith had a big strike and then got it to where he wanted it to, but Rakic's strength.
Yeah, just shucked him off.
Anthony, you gotta start pumping with that butterfly hook. Beautiful.
And we'll see if Rakic is content to stay down here on the ground again. Forearm right to the shin of Smith. Rakic told us the other day, I'm physically stronger than Anthony Smith. Expected to have a big advantage in that department.
And Anthony just went for a triangle attempt, but Rakic recognized it right away. That's why he's been trying to get that wrist control and get that leg up over, but great job from Rakic to posture right up.
Coming up on a full round of control time for Rakic.
He's trying to use these butterfly hooks, Brendan, but I don't know, man. Picking up a guy like Rakic with butterfly hooks is going to be a hard ask.
Sinks back into the full guard. Significant strikes, 5-to-1 the ratio in favor of Rakic. Under 3 minutes to go in round 2. And staying busy enough on the ground to keep it here. Let's listen in to Mark Montoya, the team in the corner of Anthony Smith.
Attack the Kimura there. Hey, get active with your hips.
Anthony, we gotta start turning our head off the fence. Start thinking about your position. You gotta move your head off the fence.
Hey, your cage is right behind you. You gotta get active with your hips. Hey, you gotta isolate that arm on your right side. His hand's on the mat. Isolate that arm. Anthony, his hands are on the mat. Look to isolate. All right, cage is there.
Some jiu-jitsu instructions there from Montoya. Smith does get himself back to the fence. We'll see if he can use it in the final 2 minutes of the round here to get himself back to his feet if he wants to.
Very beautiful, man. Good job. Bring legs high. Bring legs high.
He's trying to maybe look for an armbar in this position, but the fence, his head is right up against the fence. It's going to be really uncomfortable for him to shift his weight around and look for the angle changes that he needs right now. He's got no space, especially with somebody like Rakic on top of you. Now he's trying to get that angle, but I think Rakic recognizes it right away. Yeah, but he might be able to use his position to push off, get his back on the fence, and try to get back up.
Sinks back to the full guard to Smith as we approach a minute to go.
1 minute. Beautiful. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Excellent. Let's work a little bit there. Let's get a cut. Come on.
And good recognition by Rakic to stay close, right? Don't extend.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up any space. He wants to just smother him and try to land some ground and pound here.
50 seconds.
Because if he postures up too much, the problem is, even though he can land strikes, Smith's going to use those knees and try to put his feet on the hips like you see here, get that space and get right back up. So Rakic might get 1 or 2 off, but if he sits here, he can just secure the round and do some some small pop shots, do damage, and just win this fight.
Got the left arm free there and fired a shot. Final 30 seconds of round 2, and the work is cut out for Lionheart if we see a third round here. Rakic posturing up here. Total strikes look like this. 85-13. There's the clap for the final 10 seconds of round 2. And just no way out for Anthony Smith from bottom position, but we will go to a third and final round here between these top 10 contenders. Lionheart needs a finish.
And they know each other, right?
Fingers up.
Oh, wow, another leg kick from Rakic.
Yeah, Anthony's leg's compromised.
Has taken away the power, now a head kick and another one. Smith backing up. Rakic sensing it as he fires a knee.
Hey, finish. Yep.
Look at Lionheart right in there, eats it for dinner.
Don't grab the
And
fence.
that's going to take her
Fingers.
back.
Out of the fence. Fingers.
You got it. Stay heavy.
Rakic again escapes.
Yeah, and
That's a
Anthony
whole world of trouble.
back on his back again here.
Anthony, you got
And this is what Mark was saying. You can't be here, and if you are going to be here, you better be swiveling them hips and looking for things right now.
Problem is, with this position, he doesn't have much real estate to work
There
with
is
behind
none.
him.
No, he'd be better out in the open, because the only real option he has here is to use the fence to get back up to his feet. And, well, who wants to do that at this moment when you've been on the feet for a little bit at a time with Rakic? I think that leg is starting to really hurt him.
Well, you could just see he didn't have power on the strikes after he made another one of those.
Let's work.
Herb Dean calling for more action. Rakic obliges with a couple of rights. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Control time through the first 2 rounds. And there's so much at stake between these top contenders and perhaps a top 5 ranking for Aleksandar Rakić with a victory. We'll see what the game plan is through the final 3.5.
Let's keep working here. Get that underhook in.
Heavy shot there.
Get that left knee on the mat. Left knee on the mat. Low up. Let's go. Let's go. Get the knee up and go.
Yeah, I don't know why Rakic isn't throwing more off. I mean, right now his wrist is being controlled, but it was not being controlled by Anthony Smith. And he could get that grip back whenever he wants if he really decides to.
Back to his knees now.
I just
Man
don't
thought about exploding up and
Yeah, exploding up.
sits back down, but
Yeah, I
your
don't know
legs,
if he
especially
can.
that right leg.
Wall walk and go. Shoulders, use the shoulders.
Well, I think it was the left leg that took most of the damage, to clarify. Now Rakic
Hey, no, pop up on that left side.
is firmly in the driver's seat here.
Come on, let's go. Anthony, come back up.
This corner just trying to will him back into the fight from bottom position here.
Come on, man. Come on, let's go. We got 2.5 left. Let's go. Halfway. Anthony, halfway. Come on, take that deep.
Let's work.
Break that grip and start working on that fight.
Rakic knees to the body. And
Knee to
Smith
elbow if he tries to put the hooks in, okay?
thoughtfully turned towards the mat as he tries to fight hands.
Hey, come over the top of the hand to break that grip. Let's go. Use the cage. Anthony, hand fight, hip in. Anthony, you can break the grip right now. Break the scramble. Let's go. Hey, you got 2 minutes.
I just wonder what energy he has in that leg. I know his corner needs him to stand up, and I'm sure he hears that, but they're doing their job. I just don't know if he's even capable of putting that weight on there. We don't know. Since his fights hit the ground, he had eaten a few really nasty leg kicks.
And now, I mean, you know, if the calf kicks didn't do it, how about the knees to the thigh, which can't feel good if you're trying to put pressure on it. Would you like to see Rakic stand up, though, Paul, after the success that he's had?
Yeah, I would. I think it would make for a much better chance of him getting a finish. I think it's tough to finish Anthony Smith on the ground here, right? He's as tough as they come, absolutely. And Rakic's not known for his, you know, grappling prowess. Why not get back up to the feet? You can probably get a TKO with leg kicks. I mean, Anthony's not going to quit, but the ref might call it.
Right. And in terms of making a statement here with so many top contenders,
Definitely not the statement that he wants to make to leap the group trying to fight for the belt.
And certainly proving that he belongs with the elite of the light heavyweight division is Rakic.
40 seconds, Anthony.
No doubt. I'm not taking anything away from him, but just for me, sitting comfortably out here in my suit, I would like to see him stand up and try to put a stamp on this fight. But you know, he's in there, he's feeling it. It's hard to tell what's going on in the fighter's mind. And he wants to win more than anything. That's all he's really thinking about right now.
Postures up, ground and pound there from Rakic. Anthony Smith running out of time.
Come on, we got to bump it here.
Now he explodes back to his feet, believes he has done enough, but he will back off, hand raised, and Aleksandar Rakić.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-26, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Aleksandar Rakić.
No surprises.